It was just another frigid Alaskan afternoon at Eielson Air Force Base. Snowbanks lined the runway, jets came and went, and crews moved with the calm rhythm of routine. But this ordinary day would soon become anything but. Inside a state-of-the-art F-35A Lightning II, one of the most advanced fighter jets on Earth, a pilot prepared for what was meant to be a standard training sortie. Checklists were red, systems were green. Nothing suggested the chaos that was minutes away. At 12:49 p.m., the Lightning roared across the runway, its twin afterburners slicing through the icy air. Takeoff was smooth. The pilot had no way of knowing that in just minutes, survival would become his only mission. As the F-35 approached to land after the training run, something went wrong. The jet, known for its unmatched sensors and stability, suddenly felt unsteady. The pilot's display filled with warnings he'd hoped never to see in real life. To the outside world, the aircraft still looked composed, but inside the cockpit, alarms blared and critical systems began to fail. The pilot's instincts, sharpened by hundreds of hours of training, took over, but the jet wasn't responding like it should. In seconds, the landing checklist was out the window. This was no ordinary approach. The pilot was now fighting a $100 million aircraft that had turned into a 25-ton falling problem.
Eielson Tower, Mayday!
Though official transcripts aren't public, witnesses near the runway described seeing the jet wobble unnaturally before descending far too fast for a safe landing. The pilot had only moments to act. At this speed and altitude, there was no room for mistakes. His hands danced across the controls, trying to coax the jet back to life. But the malfunction was unforgiving. This wasn't going to be a landing. It was going to be survival, pure and simple. As the F-35 sank lower and faster, the pilot faced the hardest decision: stay with the jet or punch out. In a heartbeat, his training took command. He pulled the ejection handle. Explosive bolts blew the canopy, and the seat rocketed him upward into the freezing Alaskan air. Witnesses later recalled the chilling sight: a lone parachute against a gray sky, drifting down toward the base. Beneath him, his once cutting-edge aircraft spiraled toward its fiery end. At 12:49 p.m., the F-35A slammed into the ground inside the base perimeter. The impact was catastrophic. A deafening explosion that shook buildings miles away. Flames erupted as the Lightning's composite frame and fuel ignited. A black column of smoke rose over Eielson, visible for miles.
You're safe
But
now.
thanks to the
We're here to
pilot's
help.
decision, no lives were lost. He'd given up the jet to save himself and potentially others on the ground.
First responders raced toward the crash site. Fire crews battled intense flames, fighting to contain the wreckage. Security teams cordoned off the area, ensuring no civilians or unauthorized personnel approached. The pilot, though injured from the violent ejection, was alive and in stable condition at Beset Army Hospital. In the world of high-speed fighter crashes, that alone was a miracle. Within hours, the incident dominated news feeds nationwide. Video surfaced: a parachute drifting, a jet nosediving, and a mushrooming fireball. The world had just witnessed the fall of a fifth-generation fighter. The Air Force quickly convened an accident investigation board. How could one of the most advanced jets on Earth, a machine bristling with redundancies, fail so catastrophically on approach? Experts scoured the crash site, collecting debris and flight data. Was it a mechanical fault, software glitch, pilot input? Every possibility was on the table. Until the report is complete, the full cause remains unknown. But one thing was clear: training and quick decisions had prevented a fatal disaster. For the pilot, this day would never be forgotten. In minutes, his aircraft had gone from cutting-edge marvel to uncontrollable wreck. And yet, he walked away. For the Air Force, this was a reminder: no aircraft is invincible. Even the F-35, the jewel of American air power, can fail in unexpected ways. And for the world, it was a powerful story of survival. One man, one malfunctioning jet, one decision that meant life instead of death.